I just finished watching a reaction to Logan. To be honest, I've seen the movie like 100 times. I actually own it on DVD. I don't know. I like having physical copies of movies I love. Like most movies, I'll just watch Netflix, YouTube, catch it streaming somewhere. But if I actually love a movie, there's something about having the physical copy. I don't know. But yeah, I love Logan. Love him seeing as an old man. Him being weak. The little girl. The fact that he gets his sort of daughter. And the fact that, like the guy said in the reaction I want, him fighting a clone of himself. Like him fighting Weapon X, pretty much. The worst parts of himself, that the thing that's always been at the back of his mind, that in some ways makes him strong, but in some ways weakens him. Him beating that and overcoming it, beautiful. But they said something I don't agree. I in no way agree with. Okay, Hugh Jackman doesn't want to play Wolverine. He said he's not going to. But and the way they ended Logan, perfect. But a lot of people say that was the perfect ending, and Hugh Jackman shouldn't come back as Wolverine. No. You think of Wolverine the last 10 or 15 years, it's Hugh Jackman. And the way they ended it, they could easily bring him back and not fuck up that ending. First, the whole journey was mental. And that the stuff in his system that poisoned all the mutants. But his healing factor should have took care of that instantly, right? So let's say he stays underground, the stuff gets out of his system. But what if the only reason it wasn't actually out of his system is mentally he was blocking his healing factor? That's why drowning works. That's why everything works. You get to his brain, you can kill him. So what if the only reason he was getting old wasn't the poison? It was the poison helping his psychological damage. The whole movie he wanted to die. So what if what's what was killing him? But since the whole her calling him daddy and moving the cross into an X shows real love. And him being underground gets his healing factor to push all that toxic shit out of him. You can bring him back and make that seem believable. I mean, I may not be phrasing it the right way, but you know what I'm saying. The mental block, the thing in his brain that made him so depressed he wanted to die is gone, because now he has a reason to live. And the poison works itself out of his system. He comes back. And if you don't believe that he could do that, read an X-Men comic book. Go look at Logan's past in the comics. See what he's come back from. Dude's been a skeleton and came back. Dude's been blown to smithereens and came back. They can make him come back from that. Now, if they don't, and this is the end, beautiful send-off. Like, heartwarming. It even went to call back to the whole Logan thing about when that chick said, "You'll die with your heart in your hand," and he died holding her hand, holding his daughter's hand. The symmetry between that, beautiful. Made me tear up a little bit. Not cry, tear up. The first time I seen it. But yeah, they could totally bring him back. And real life Hugh Jackman, okay, he doesn't want to come back, but what if the script is beautiful? What if the script's good enough, the pay's good enough, and the biggest reason he doesn't want to come back is because Professor X won't be played by the same guy. So what if he comes back? I forgot his name. Picard, whatever. His name is Picard, or Professor X. But yeah, what if he comes back as Professor X? Then Hugh Jackman's whole reason for leaving comes back. If the script's good enough, like if the script's good enough to get one of them back and get the other one back, we might actually have a good X-Men movie. Now, don't get me wrong. The first X-Men, I loved it. The second one, the third one, well, everybody knows about the third one. The Phoenix was cool. The latest one, but that one didn't really have Wolverine in it. When for some reason Jean Grey turned into the Phoenix Force and became a space ghost. That last part was weird, but whatever. The movie was beautiful. Had Magneto on a train holding a shitload of guns and just opening fire on some bulletproof aliens. That was beautiful. But yeah. Since the first one, we haven't had a good X-Men movie with Logan. We've had decent ones, but not a good one. Logan was a great X-Men movie, but it wasn't an X-Men movie. That being said, they don't even have to bring him back after Logan. Think of the new X-Men after Jean Grey. We haven't met Wolverine in that timeline, except for that few minutes of him being Weapon X. So what if he comes back, and then we start the X-Men timeline? I don't know. But saying Hugh Jackman shouldn't come back as Wolverine? No. Saying he shouldn't come back in that timeline after that send-off? Yeah, I'll go with that. But there's lots of ways they could do it.